I don't really have anywhere to go. I guess I can look around this place. They did say to look around this area. Everybody's bugged now, though, so... Yeah, coins. Coins. Propano.
It's gonna be too many numbers.
Yeah, this doesn't. We don't know.
But try it.
No, no, it's not. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna work. A fish head. Yeah. Definitely want a fish head.
Why?
I didn't keep it. Why not? Who wouldn't want a fish head? Tin can. Yes. Scuba flippers. Justin Beaumont, aka Colin Baxter.
September 8th, 1981.
Graduated from Oxford in 2001 while painting a fresco at the country home. In 2004, Beaumont stole a painting, so okay, we know he's a thief. Painting was recovered. Beaumont pleaded guilty, served 1 year in prison, moved to Venice in 2006, works as a private contractor creating and restoring frescoes and mosaics. He's been caught with a black market art dealer with ties to former, theft ring. So he is quite suspicious. A gnome. Love it. Glory. Wow. Casa dei Giochi. The club. So what we have here, we have received a request for a temporary employee and recommended our star pupil, Samantha Quick. Your way sometime after the carnival. So you may recognize her. She'll be wearing a red dress, white gloves, black sunglasses, and has blonde hair. Send details on your Swiss account for payment. Oh boy. So look for a woman wearing a red dress, white gloves, black sunglasses, and blonde hair. Yes, no
Looks
shoes.
like that's it.
I love digging through trash.
Vedrete che troverà il fantasma, sicuramente, sicuramente. È uno della scientifica americana. Ehi, altro che scientifica, è il super detective americano.
They're talking about Nancy. I'm like listening to them. Detective Nancy. They were talking about Nancy.
I didn't understand that.
You don't have to. You kind of get the gist. They're talking about her. I don't know what they're saying specifically, but they were definitely talking about her and how she's a detective. That was odd. Oh yeah, we should go talk to him about this, right? They're like, hey, you're a thief. You're a dirty thief. I just want to tell you.
Hello, Nancy.
You're a thief.
Does Margarita know that you went to prison in England for art theft?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to tell anyone. I just want to know.
My real name is Justin Beaumont. 2 years ago, I removed a Renoir from the private collection of a man to whom it was nothing more than a financial investment. I took it home so it would be appreciated as the masterpiece it was. Its former owner took issue with my actions. I was arrested, and I was sent to prison for a year. As for Margarita, she's the only one who knows. She says if I don't continue to work for her for next to nothing, she'll tell all her friends I have a criminal record, which would essentially end my career here in Venice, just like it ended my career back in England. If that were to happen, I'd be utterly lost.
How did Margarita find out?
I have no idea. She wouldn't tell me. What's worse, not only does she keep trying to get me to use substandard materials so she can save money on the renovations I'm doing for her, but she wants me to cover it up by lying to the Restoration Council about it. And for someone in my precarious position, let's just say resisting has been very, very difficult. Enough. I insist we change the subject.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ciao.
Okay. Interesting, interesting.
So, I noticed someone got a box of chocolates. You perhaps? From a secret admirer?
They're not for me. They're for someone named Il Dottore.
I thought that was someone's special name for you. How disappointing. Especially since I was going to ask you if I could have a piece. I'm starving.
What made you decide to stay here this trip?
I met Margarita at a party last October, and when she heard I was going to need a place to stay when I made this trip, she practically begged me to stay here.
Margarita mentioned that you like to go to parties.
I'm sure she had a lot more to say about me than that. I think she's jealous of me. I'm young, I have a career, lots of friends, I can pay my own way. Margarita had to marry a man with money in order to make something of herself.
Do you have a Carnivale costume yet?
No, but I have been invited to several parties, so I'm definitely going to get one. I've got this strange urge to dress up as a cat.
Thanks for taking the time
Okay.
to talk to me.
Have fun!
Is the catsuit gonna have a butthole? I don't know if you ever heard that controversy with that the movie Cats. The original cut, they all had buttholes.
They don't have buttholes.
No, they do, which was controversial. Or they did. I think they removed them for the official release. They'll have buttholes.
Oh, okay.
Cat suits with buttholes.
Yeah, I know what you mean now. I was like, huh? And then I realized what you were saying.
I'm not talking like a flap for them to use the bathroom. I'm talking like they just decorated on buttholes onto the costumes.
Yeah, no, I thought about that afterwards.
Hello again. Do you always wear that locket?
Do you like it?
It is just that, well, when one lives in Venezia, one becomes so used to true beauty that anything less tends to stand out like dirt on a white rug.
Everything is substandard to her. But it makes you think, is she trying to get you to take it off so she can steal it? Because she's desperate for money.
I wouldn't.
I hear you've been using the fact that Colin has a criminal record to try to get him to do things that may not be totally legal.
Who tells you this? Colin, he says that? Because I do no such thing. It is him. He is the one who wants to break the law. Margarita, he says, pay me 1,000 euros, and I will find a way to save you 10,000 euros on your renovation. No, I tell him, lasciamo stare. But he keeps bringing it up.
He told me just the opposite.
He is telling you that cheating on the renovations was my idea? Oh, once a liar and a thief, always a liar and a thief. This is what I get for being nice. If and when people find out I hired such a man, I will be the laughingstock of Venezia. So please, Nancy, please, keep what you know to yourself.
Yeah, totally. So both the people downstairs say that she's basically telling the opposite of the truth.
Right.
The German girl and the other guy.
Yeah.
They both.
I would think
she's a liar,
liar.
and then she's also a gold digger. So do you? She's set up as a character you cannot trust.
I'm running kind of low on euros.
You are not asking me for a handout, I hope. Or a loan.
But it would be funny because oftentimes they take the least trustable character and they'll make them the one that's right. So I don't know. If they want to divert expectations.
Could I maybe do some work for you and earn the money?
No.
Oh.
But do not stop with me. There are many ways for people with energy and voglio to make money in this city. Go to Rialto Market and see what people are buying. Use your eyes. Use your brain. You will think of a way.
Guess I'll be going.
Bella roba.
Actually, I do know of a way. But I'll do that after making a couple calls. Because we haven't called anybody in a while. So let's try that. We'll talk to Prudence, I guess. Or I started doing Ned by accident, but that's fine. We'll talk to Ned. Meant to talk to Prudence, but Ned it is.
Ned, Nickerson's phone.
Joe, is that you?
Nancy! Yeah, it's me. How you doing? How's Italy?
Fine. Italy's great. Where's Ned?
He's out taking his car for a little test drive. Told him I'd fix that noise it's been making.
Yeah, he mentioned you were doing some tinkering.
I mean, with Frank gone, I've got some spare time on my hands, so why not put it to good use?
How come Ned didn't take his phone with him?
No need. He's just gonna drive around the block a couple of times. So what's been happening there?
The palazzo where I'm staying, the Ca' Nascosta, has some beautiful artwork in it, some of which is being restored by this guy from England, who's kind of a head case.
A head case? How so?
He's your typical temperamental artist, very sensitive. You have to be real careful what you say and do around him or he'll go off on you. And he forces everyone who talks to him to watch the slideshow on mosaic tiles that is boring beyond belief.
And your point is?
Maybe he's deliberately making people avoid him because he's doing something he doesn't want anyone to know about.
Or maybe he's just clueless.
What was that?
Probably just somebody's car backfiring. So what else is going on there?
Whose car, I wonder?
I'm sharing a room with a woman from Germany who's a journalist, which makes me kind of nervous.
Why does that make you nervous?
Because journalists are kind of like detectives. They're observant, they ask questions, they snoop.
And you're afraid she'll find out you're working for the GDIF.
Exactly.
You're a teenager from the States, Nancy. The last thing anyone's going to take you for is an undercover cop. Trust me on this one.
Breaking news! It looks like one of the people with whom Antonio Fongo has been secretly communicating is someone here at the Ca. It may even be the person who's been orchestrating all the heists the Phantom has pulled.
You mean you've been rubbing elbows with the ringleader all this time?
Yes!
Talk about your lucky breaks. So what's your next move?
The GDIF wanted me to plant bugs on everyone at the Ca. That way, if the police turn up something solid against one of them, they can activate their bug, track them down, and make an arrest.
You got to plant bugs on people? Now I am really jealous.
Ever hear of the Doppler Institute for Independent Industrial Arts?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have. Someone mentioned it once while Frank and I were working an ATAC gig. Supposed to be an international school for spies, one that's so secretive no one knows who runs it or if it even really exists.
What about Samantha Quick? Ever hear of her?
That name rings a bell, too. But I'll be darned if I can remember why.
Time to go play detective.
I'll tell Ned you called and fill him in on everything. See you, Nance.
Bye, Joe.
Alright, let's talk to Prudence.
Hello, Margarita. What is it now?
Hello, Miss Rutherford. This is...
I know who this is. It says so right on my phone. But if you're calling because yet another thingamajiggy has supposed to woozy what's it there in the casa, you might as well hang up right now. The kindness coast is yours, and much as it torments me to see her maimed by all your penny-pinching posturing, I'll not give you one more cent for repairs, not a one!
But this isn't Margarita. It's Nancy Drew.
Nonsense! If you were Nancy Drew, my phone would say Nancy Drew, but it doesn't. It says Margarita Faubourg just as clear as day, and my phone is never, ever wrong about such things. It's a true miracle of modern science.
It says Margarita Faubourg because I'm calling from the Ca' Nascosta. It's not really a miracle, Miss Rutherford. It's just caller ID.
Enough, Margarita! I insist you drop this silly ruse right now! And whatever have you done with that wonderful Italian accent of yours? I dare say it was your most charming feature. Now you sound like a common American teenager. Would you stop waving your arms like that? It's enormously distracting. I really must go. My assistant appears to be having some sort of conniption. Say again? Really? Oh. Nancy?
Yes, Miss Rutherford, it's me, Nancy Drew. I just thought
I'm
I'd...
sorry, this is simply too disconcerting to have this caller ID screen on my phone say you're Margarita and to have you say you're Nancy. Is there nothing can be done? This is intolerable. Ah. My assistant covered the display with kerchief. A clean one, I hope. So, what, as your generation says, is up?
That's it for now.
Arrivederci.
Well, I don't know what the mischief of all that was.
Well, I didn't have anything to tell her. She just got really confused about caller ID. Oh, Viverducci or something. Gurchi. Was it Brad Pitt? I can't remember. What did he say? There was a line in that Quentin Tarantino movie with a naughty name, where he said he could speak a little Italian, but he has like a southern drawl when he said things. He knows like a few words in Italian. Like what was it? I'm gonna just pull it up really quick.
Arrivederci. 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 Arrivederci.
It's too good. I love it. We gotta watch that. But it's kind of violent. It has some kind of violence. It has some tense scenes and it has some violence.
A little bit of violence.
Well, there's a Hitler Swiss cheese scene at the end.
Ew.
Where they literally put a Tommy gun. They basically have a Hitler get mowed down by a Tommy gun, and they just show him getting blasted full of holes.
No, I'll cover my eyes.
That's just one scene. That's probably the most brutal scene. Anyway. But by the way, when Quentin Tarantino told him to do the Italian, he said he intended initially for it to be convincing, but when Brad Pitt did it on purpose, he did it as unconvincingly as possible. Quentin Tarantino thought it was so amazing and hilarious, he was like, I gotta change the script. It's like because he's like, all right, say buongiorno. He's like, buongiorno. He's like, oh, it's too good. It's too good. I can't cut that. Because he was in character. He's a southerner. Yeah, it's too good. I love it so much. That might be one of my favorite that might be my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. That might be the favorite I have. It's that, then maybe Django, and then Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction's maybe my third favorite.
I'm happy you like Django.
Yeah, Django's good. I like Django.
Yeah, I showed it to Dad. Dad saw it, and Dad's like, this is gonna be a stupid movie.
Oh, Django's really
good.
And
then he saw it and he goes, oh, that was a cute movie.
Cute. No, Django's really good. I really like Django. But I would say it's my second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. The Inglourious Jerks there. That's my favorite. I think that's my favorite.
Well, I like my Ratatouille.
Well, I'm talking about Quentin Tarantino movies.
Oh, okay.
Just Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino has a lot of movies. I got my top 3 Quentin Tarantino movies. What are we doing? Well, we've bugged everybody. We've talked to everybody. I was gonna go to the market because if we want to get more money, I think I have a way to do that.
Pasta fresca di tutti I tipi, fatta a casa.
Fresca. That means strawberries, I believe.
Grazie.
Yeah, dropped off these flowers, made a little bit of cashish.
Yep.
That's 30 euros. I think I was at 148, so 30.
I can't read this.
It's sunflower seeds. Gosh, darn it. Can't buy it. Venice.
Can we go for ice cream?
Gelato.
Yes.
You know what's different? The difference between normal ice cream or American ice cream, because I guess in other countries they'll call it ice cream, but it's really gelato. But you know what the difference between ice cream and gelato is?
No.
Gelato is made with egg.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a frozen custard, more so.
Okay. Can we go for coconut?
Coconut. That was vile. You didn't fill any of the inside cone with ice cream? Come on. That's not cool. That hurt me. We didn't buy a costume. We have a costume though. We have a free costume.
Yes, we do. We have a costume.
We have all this stuff here. Oh, are we gonna have to pretend to be Samantha Quick?
Yes.
I'll get the white gloves, red hair. No, blonde hair. I did the wrong gosh darn thing.
Red dress.
Red dress.
White gloves.
I got the white gloves already.
And then the black sunglasses.
Sunglasses. I bought the wrong wig, unfortunately, but that's fine. I don't have much money.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I can't buy much. But I don't see any sunglasses. No, observations. Does it mention anything about Samantha Quick here? Yeah, I don't remember. Was it... How do we find out again? It's in here. Ah, yes. Red dress, white gloves, black sunglasses. So we just need black sunglasses.
I just said that.
Yeah, I know. I didn't remember, though. I didn't know if there was anything else, like certain shoes or something.
But we don't have enough money.
We only have 26 bucks. So, darn. I don't know how to make more money.
Sell some flowers.
But I don't have any flowers to sell. So I'm looking around. Lock picking, we know. Detector nectar, okay. I figured out the lock picking. Yeah, that's not helpful. So this. Helen. Oh, okay. Prosecutions for first 2 weeks. Leo Macchiano. Yeah, Macchiano, huh? Crime ring, yada yada yada. I don't know.
Abbiamo bisogno di qualcosa questa sera
Sì,
per la cena?
sì, dobbiamo andare al supermercato a comprare dei pomodori e dei peperoni.
Ma chi sa da noi?
Oh, the flowers are back. Oh, I clicked out.
Why?
It was an accident. I was clicking like crazy. I'm trying to kill some wasps here. It didn't stop.
Ow!
The game didn't stop. When I was clicked out, it was still running. I needed more flowers to sell. Thankfully, they grow right back. Alright, I'm just gonna sell some more flowers.
Grazie.
Calamari in vendita qui, sono da me, appena pescati.
Grazie.
Olive in vendita, freschissime, buonissime, verde nere, di tutti i tipi, olive.
Grazie.
Alright, let's see if we can call. Nope. Huh. Interesting. I don't get the messages thing. I don't have any messages. Sometimes when you click around you find some
Time to use my Italian dictionary.
oh, why do you need that? It's recycling. Like, use context clues, Nancy. I mean, there is some binary over here that we can look up, I guess. I can decode this binary, I guess. 1 0 0 2 3 2 1 2 2. Convert. I love cute little fuzzy animals. That is what it translates to.
How bizarre is that?
That is the translation. Okay. Waste my time. Fully worth it. Worth it.
Are we gonna need it?
I doubt it.
Then why'd you do it?
Because I didn't know if we would need it, and we probably don't. It was probably an Easter egg.